You know, oftentimes I think of dog trapping as an exercise in positive thinking. After all, nothing would happen without it. But then sometimes things go terribly wrong. This is a story about Oggy, a 2-year-old male husky. He was adopted out from a rescue in the Los Angeles area to live with a family in Paso Robles. On July 1st, Oggy and his family arrived in Paso Robles. However, Oggy slipped out of his leash. He was suddenly alone in an unfamiliar area around midnight. Thanks to social media, Oggy was spotted a few times around town, but he's very skittish and will not come to anybody. On July 9th, I received a call from Christine, a local animal advocate. She had requested my help to try and recover Oggy. I plotted out existing sightings, one about looking for any sign or tracks from Oggy. A couple of sightings reported near the train station in Paso Robles. It wasn't long before I noticed an obvious animal trail nearby. While I was there, I placed a cell camera in a feeding station to see if Oggy would come by later to eat. Sure enough, a short time after 9 p.m. he arrived with a big appetite. I was really happy to see him. The next day I placed a large trap in the field and set it, hoping that Oggy would not be trap savvy. Sadly, I could see from images that Oggy had been trapped before, given his stretched out legs and hesitation around the trap. So I took a couple of days to habituate Oggy to the trap by using steak hanging in plain view for him to eat. I was so happy to see him enter the trap and planned to set it the next evening. But on the next evening, I was perplexed to see Oggy had no interest whatsoever in the food. He just drank water and left. This went on for a couple of days. He showed no interest in food, so I began using other options for him, like bacon, tuna, peanut butter. Still, he had nothing to eat. On the 17th, I could clearly see that Oggy had lost weight. He wasn't moving as he had before. I thought at the time that maybe he had acquired a case of Giardia. The following day, I set out fresh chicken in his food dish outside of the trap. I just wanted to see Oggy eat. Throughout the night, I monitored the cell camera, waiting to see if Oggy would come by and eat the chicken. But by the next morning, I was really concerned, as Oggy had not come by at all. I hastily put together a search plan using a grid map and headed out in the morning to go find Oggy. The second grid square included some overgrown shrubs. I started looking under the branches and worked my way around, when suddenly I saw Oggy. At first I thought he was sleeping, but then I realized he had passed away. After spending a little time with him, it was time to carry him from under the shrubs to my vehicle. Little did I know at the time, my camera had captured us passing by. I phoned Clarissa at the North County Animal Hospital, asked to bring Oggy in. It wasn't long before I received word that Oggy had succumbed to rat poison, which is consistent with all that had been seen in his behavior and movements for the past 3 to 5 days. A very tragic ending for such a beautiful, young, and energetic dog. Well, I came out here this morning doing an extensive search for Oggy since he hadn't been seen on my trail camera for a day or a day and a half. He'd routinely come by and get water. I knew something was wrong, so I came out here doing an extensive foot search. And it didn't take me too long. And very sadly, Oggy didn't make it.